This is Housing Development, the only TV program that gives you the best information on housing in Nigeria. There are so many Nigerians living in satellite towns. What are the day-to-day challenges they face? Nkechi is standing by to let us feel the pulse of some Nigerians living in satellite towns.
Thank you, Flora. In order for a town to be fully functional, it needs amenities such as roads, water networks, schools, hospitals, and proper town planning. As we in Abuja can see, areas such as Maitama and Asokoro have these amenities, but what about the often forgotten satellite towns? Well, Housing Development wants to hear from the people. What do inhabitants of satellite towns really need?
I live at Jahi district. The area is still underdeveloped. There's not much tarred road there. You know, most times when it rains, flood used to disturb around that area. So it's still very, very underdeveloped. So they should look at developing those areas so that it will help the people around and the citizens to measure up.
I stay in Masaka houses. We don't have good roads. We don't have good hospitals. Even you move there, even the schools are there, except they are not developed. We are inviting the government, the present government now, to come and help us.
I live in Waru after Apo Mechanic Village. We don't have roads, no water, no lights. We need government to come to our aid on this issue. The only health center we have in that place is functioned when they come for an inspection. If the thing is not working, we need government to come to our aid in this area.
I stay in Lubwe. The town is a bit developed, but not that developed because the lights are not that constant. And the transportation there are cheaper to compare to some other places like Maitama, Gwarimpa, Sokoro. In terms of developing it, I think they should try to increase in the light giving. As in they should give a better light there in Lubwe, and also to make it, as in to bring some companies around there as well, to make it more developed.
I live in Nyanya, area A extension of Nyanya. It's okay, but just one major fault there is we don't have good roads there. The roads are bad. The bulk of the people that works here in town comes from that place, and you know, let's just give them a better life there. We've
heard the plight of those living in satellite towns. Let's hear from town planners to see how this matter can be quickly resolved.
We encourage all state governments and local government centers to have both their small towns and their big towns planned, because with planning you'll be looking at water resources, that is issues of water, school, healthcare clinics, education and so on, being placed in the strategic places where inhabitants can coexist easily in a lively environment.
There should be more plans for our settlements. For now, most of the states, there are no plans guiding their fiscal development. As a result, that's why we're having these issues of flooding and other disasters. So if we have plans for our settlements, I think we'll go a long way to have a kind of orderly development as well as economic growth.
Most of the satellite towns have had master plans. But because of the influx, they now came and overstretched what is available and have gone to the areas where has not been planned, and they start settling. So it has turned out to be like a slum. Government therefore can be proactive in getting that's why I started with planning. The city or the satellite towns planned an infrastructure in place. You will avoid what you now see in our satellite towns. We are saying that come up with slum upgrading, give people titles to land. If they know that they have secure tenure, and I want to assure you this, the moment the person that is there in a slum area is assured of a secure tenure, you will find that he builds a house that is commensurate to what you are having in the city. Not that they don't have the money. Sometimes they are afraid of getting it demolished because they know that that place is not planned.
Housing Development Program, your usual encyclopedia on housing matters.
So, as you can see, no town can be fully functional without the basic accessibility of water, light, and well-paved roads. For Housing Development, I'm Nkechi Ndukwe.